memang membimbangkan.
Ini soal nyawa.
Yang paling penting adalah pembersihan sungai.
Tunggu air kering yang tengok diberi tong keluar.
Yes, I smell bad smell. Yes.
Good morning Malaysia, selamat pagi, Ignatius here. Today, this news is brought to you by Melvin.com, and today our topic is about environmental contamination. Environmental contamination by heavy metal is not new anymore. This environmental contamination has caused a lot of aquatic ecosystems lose their home and they're going to die, you know. And this heavy metal actually consists of zinc, chromium, mercury, gold and silver. Our conventional and physiochemical methods such as electrochemical treatment, ion exchange by precipitation, osmosis, evaporation and sorption are not cost effective to cure our river.
The cleaning up of the Sungai Kim Kim is just 6.4 million.
Hence, new method has been suggested, which is bioremediation. So bioremediation is actually based on the high metal binding capacity of microbes. So these microbes can actually help to remove this heavy metal from the river and save our Sungai Kim Kim. Now let us hear more from reporter Soon Wei and reporter Thomas.
My name is Soon Wei and I'm going to talk about the types of organisms that use in bioremediation. So typically bioremediation is based on the co-metabolism actions of one organism and also depending on the constituent of microorganisms. So typically based on several studies that different kind of organism has been used widely in terms of bioremediation. Examples are bacteria and also like cyanobacteria. Example of one species microorganism that has been used in bioremediation include bacillus species, Enterobacter species, Pseudomonas species, and also other kind of fungi including like Aspergillus species and penicillin species. The mode of actions that organisms usually do including like active exclusion of metals, intracellular chelation, as well as biotransformations of high metal into less harmful products. So generally, in order for bioremediation to be effective, microorganisms should be developed an enzyme that are able to degrade this kind of harmful heavy metal into less toxic compound. So as a result, most of the organisms already develop a mechanism to resistant to the heavy metals as well as a capability of degrading the heavy metals.
Hello, my name is Thomas. So now I will be continue with the mechanisms involved in the microbial bioremediation. So for the bioremediation, there's actually two main processes, which is the biosorption and bioaccumulation. Okay, so for the biosorption mechanism, it is a passive absorption mechanism which is fast and reversible. And mainly the process involves a lot of physiochemical reactions, for example the ion exchange, absorption, complexation, precipitation and crystallization between the meta ions and the functional groups on the bacterial cell surface. So for example, the carboxyl, amino and hydroxyl groups can actually attract the positively meta ions for the absorption process to occur. And this absorption mechanism is mainly affected by the pH, ionic strength, temperature and other factors. So next is the bioaccumulation process. The bioaccumulation mechanism involves the uptake of the meta ions through both intracellular and extracellular processes. And mainly the mechanism involves the surface binding, which allows the meta ions to enter into the cell membrane. And generally, the bioaccumulation process can be affected by various factors including the degree of exposure, the temperature, the metal concentration as well as the salinity of the river water.
After listening to so many examples, don't you think that bioremediation is a very good way to cure Sungai Kim Kim?